the Virginia Horse Industry Board, Southwest Virginia Agricultural Association, and the Virginia Christmas Tree Growers Association are proud sponsors of Virginia farming.
This program's brought to you by the Virginia Farm Bureau. Large or small, Virginia farmers work year-round to help put food on your table. And Farm Bureau works year-round to help farmers and all Virginians. Farming, it's all good. To learn more, go to vafarmbureau.org.
Polaris, offering its hardest working, smoothest riding full-size workhorses, including the all-new 60-horsepower Ranger XP 900, hunt, farm, or trail. Polaris has the full-size Ranger you want at Polaris.com.
Brought to you by Farm Family, Life, Auto, Business, Farm. Steve Morse, fruit grower, distiller, entrepreneur. Another personal story on farmfamilypeople.com. Farm Family, the people you know. Hi everybody, welcome to Virginia Farming. I'm Amy Rocher. On this special edition of Virginia Farming, we're taking a look at Virginia aquaculture. We're traveling down to Martinsville to visit Blue Ridge Aquaculture. That's coming up on this edition of Virginia Farming. We're on the road today in Martinsville, Virginia, down in southwestern Virginia, at a little place called Blue Ridge Aquaculture. It's not really such a little place. It is the world's largest indoor fishery. I'm joined today by President and CEO of Blue Ridge Aquaculture, Bill Martin. Bill, thank you for inviting Virginia Farming down today.
You're more than welcome. Glad you're here.
So how did Blue Ridge Aquaculture get started?
Actually, I watched the catfish industry develop in Mississippi. I was living in Arkansas then. And I thought, if they can raise these fish in mud holes, there's got to be a better way. And we looked into, there were two abandoned water tanks, million-gallon water tanks, on an island called President's Island south of Memphis. And we were going to put catfish in those and flow water in and out from the river, and it was a great plan until they told me nobody would eat the fish if it came out in the Mississippi River. So an article came out in a farm publication called Delta Farm Press, and on the front of that was a professor from Purdue University who had developed an indoor system, and I studied on that for a bit, and we formed a company called Blue Ridge Fisheries at that point just to investigate this. We went to Purdue, spoke with that gentleman, and he was subsequently hired by Virginia Tech. The General Assembly gave him a couple $1 million to begin the research side. At that point, we designed and built Blue Ridge Fisheries out of the box. No idea what we were doing other than his advice. And we spent, I don't know, $5, $6, $8 million over the course of the next few years. Building and so forth, and raised catfish very successfully. We fought all the disease problems in the catfish industry. Our problem was not disease, as most people think. It was an engineering fault. So we took a little rest and formed Blue Ridge Aquaculture, which is today's company. During that time, the end of Blue Ridge Fisheries, we tried tilapia. I had a good friend out in Arkansas and who raised tilapia in a pond. And I said, his name was Dick Pratt, he's dead now. I said, Dick, I need a load of tilapia. I don't care about what size they are or anything, and I can't pay you. He said, they'll be there in a week.
So you asked your buddy to send you some tilapia, but I'm wondering why tilapia? Why that fish?
Well, we had one of the guys that hauled our fish back in the day brought us fingerlings. Told us that there was a live market in New York that needed tilapia. And I was very perplexed about this live business and couldn't understand why somebody would pay more money for a live fish than one that was already processed and ready to eat. This is all an Oriental market, by the way, 90% of it. And I just could not understand why that would happen. But on the streets, there are just one vendor after another that has little tanks, and then there are all manner of live critters to eat. And didn't understand, so I went to China the first time, to mainland China, and they don't have refrigeration. So everything is fresh. If you go into a restaurant in rural China, there are monkeys and whatever they're going to eat, small animals, snakes, fish, are all outside the front door, and you pick out what you're going to eat, and you go. And that is because there's no refrigeration. And the immigrants come here, and they still have that desire. It also tastes much better. The fresher it is, the better it is. What we consider fresh seafood, 9 times out of 10 is 10 days old before it gets to the store. Many cases, before it gets off the boat, it's 10 days old. So.
This is not a small company. You've got a big water tank out there. Tell me what it says on that water tank.
Well, Blue Ridge is the largest indoor fishery in the world. Has been since the day it was started, and is still today the largest indoor fishery.
So how much tilapia goes out of here?
Daily, 10 to 12,000 pounds if you average it out a day. The building grows at a little over, probably it grows at about 11,000 to 12,000 pounds a day. We ship about 85,000 pounds of live tilapia a week, about 4.2 to 4.3 million pounds a year. If this were an outside farm in, say, a state that had a stable outside temperature, it would take you about 4,000 to 5,000 acres of water 5 feet deep to grow the same amount of fish that we grow in an 80,000 square foot building. We grow these fish at up to 2 pounds of fish per gallon of water, which is not done anywhere in the world.
I think one of the outstanding features of this company is the eco-friendliness. So tell me a little bit about how these fish are raised. How are they treated here?
Well, that's interesting. That stress is in humans as well as fish is the root of all evil. That's what creates your mortality factor. In these fish, they are virtually have a stress-free existence. Their ammonia levels stay the same. Oxygen feed level of good feeds the same. And we have less than a 2% mortality. That's a very important thing. There's no industry out there in the world that is even remotely close to that number. So these fish are treated about as well as you could possibly be treated here.
Cleanliness is really important to your company. So what level of cleanliness is kept, and how are these fish kept so clean?
Well, first of all, we have no interruption from Mother Nature. Birds bringing diseases, an alligator, a snake, anything could crawl through that pond and create a problem. We don't have the water that is continually polluted, so to speak. In ponds, they have high ammonia levels. All of that fish waste goes to the bottom and becomes anaerobic. So if you've heard of what they call off flavor, very prevalent in catfish, the good comment I heard about it is when you have an off flavored fish, it tastes like a spoon full of pond bottom. Imagine what that is. Here, it's removed every time the water goes through the tank. It's removed. The solids are removed, and the water quality. We use a lot of ozone here, which helps purify the water. But they could not be in a more pristine situation. You see the thing about wild caught salmon, and they show you the river coming down and Mother Nature and the sun shining. They don't show you the moose that's dead in the water right above that, or waste coming into that. You don't see that part. None of that occurs here. None of that occurs. We also are very concerned about the diet that the fish eat. They have a diet that's supplemented 100% by what we give them. They don't get algae, which is their normal food in the wild, which could have all manner of things in it. This is all done by us. The diet is formulated by us. We've worked for years to formulate a diet that works extremely well. And we get about a 1.5 to 1 conversion rate, which is in the protein industry, cattle, hogs, poultry is extraordinarily low. And cattle, for example, it could be as high as 7, 8 to 1. 1.5 to 1 is a much better use of our resources, soybeans and that sort of thing.
So you guys use a recirculating aquaculture system. Tell me how that works.
We continually use the same water over and over and over. We right now have a discharge of about 15% of the water that we use, which is still a lot of water. And we have designed with a company up north that it's called a membrane system that we hope to be implementing very soon that will take us down to 1%. All of the solids then are removed from that water. Right now they go to the city sewer system, which we don't find particularly friendly to us. Doesn't bother them too much, but it does us because we have to pay for it.
So all of your stock is grown, it's bred here. But how long does it take? And walk me through the process of getting from the egg to the time it ships out on the truck.
Well, from egg, and again, let me explain a little bit about what occurs. We have all of the brood stock here. They are selected from the stock in our tanks. And this has been going on now for 15 years or more, well, way more than that, 20 some years now. So this fish has a different characteristic. It is in the tanks, it is a shorter fish than you would find in the wild and much thicker. I don't know why that is, and I don't care. I just know that that's what happens. But anyway, we go through, and we'll show you our hatchery and everything here shortly. We go through that genetic selection in the tank. We select the largest of the young fish and the whitest. That's because the Asian they prefer white fish, aesthetic, no other reason than that. And we take the largest, and they generally, in tilapia, the largest fish is a male. And we don't want the females in the tank, one, because and traditionally they grow slower, smaller, and they also try to reproduce in the tanks, which is a problem. So we used at one time a drug called methyl testosterone. That's a sex reversal drug. And I had a lot of problems with our FDA boys worrying me to death about that. So I asked them, what would it take for me not to see them again? And they said, stop using methyl testosterone, which we immediately loaded in their car and said, there it is, there will be no more here. And at that point, we'd started our genetic selection program, and it's all visual. But those larger fish over the years are both male and female. They grow at the same rate. We don't use any drugs. We use no drugs here of any kind, antibiotics or anything, by the way. And that has been extraordinarily successful. And we use about 65,000 fish a week to replenish our tanks. And we get up to 800,000 a week through our hatchery. And we destroy everything but that top few percent that we use to go back into the tanks, which we call shooters. They're the strongest and the best.
So your tractor trailers look a lot different than most of the trucks we see out on the interstate. Tell me about the shipping system.
Well, our trucking company is owned by us called Rolling River Live Haul, and we take the fish from those tanks back there. They are pumped out of the tanks into a tote and weighed right there. There are 10 compartments on each of those trucks, and we can haul about 15,000 pounds of fish to max out the weight of a tractor trailer, which is 80,000 pounds, keeping in mind that there's water we have to haul as well. So, but we put them on those trucks with oxygen, and off they go. They go to Washington, New York, Boston, and Toronto are our primary markets right now. And we send, again, about 85,000 pounds a week.
So, Bill, I have to ask you, do you ever get tired of eating fish?
No, and I hope you don't ever get tired of eating fish either.
I won't. So I'm wondering, are you ready to take us on a little tour now?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go.
All right, these are resting brood stock. These are the mamas and daddies. They stay outside in real deep green water, colored, all full of algae. We feed them very little out there. we want the young ones to start, the eggs to start having algae around them. That's like inoculation. It's like mother's milk done.
So about how many of these are the males that we're looking at right now?
Females
And the females are over there. But how many brood fish do you keep?
We'll keep about probably 3,000 at any one time. See, we have a tank back here that's programmed that we'll take broodstock out of that tank every so often, so we'll kill these guys as they become useless to us.
Okay. Now, when you say you kill them, do you eat them? Do you
Sure, we eat
let you guys? Okay. You just don't sell them.
Somebody gets them all.
You don't sell them, right?
Somebody gets them all. We do sell some of them, but the problem when we sell them, some of these guys weigh 5 or 6 pounds. Well, they can't afford them. You see, one family buys a fish or two. That's usually a pound and 3/4. So when you throw a 5-pounder out there, they go,
Oh.
what are we going to do with him?
5 times what?
Right, way up more than what they're used to. There you go. And that's what a typical our white tilapia looks like. He's pretty white. You see him? Get over here.
The broodstock lays their eggs naturally in these smaller ponds. The eggs collect in large tubes at the bottom and are then transferred to the indoor facility.
These hatching jars simulate the mother rolling those eggs in her mouth. They're hatched out and they swim over into those tanks on the other side, and we'll walk over there. But you can see there's hundreds of thousands of these eggs.
So the eggs actually hatch in these tubes?
They sure do. And as they do, they come over in the water into these totes. They stay here until the next Tuesday, and then they go here for 1 week. Then they're put into these tanks and graded several times. And the ones we don't use, about 75%, we kill them.
So 75% don't make it?
We don't let them make it. It's not that they don't. They're happy as clams. We don't let them make it. We don't need them, or they're not up to the standard we want in the back. We get calls every week for people wanting to buy those, but this genetic selection we've been working on for many years, we don't want them out there with everybody. They think I'm going to give them something to eat, so they're just pecking away. All right, from this size, they go up on the hill to some holding tanks. But you see these fish are almost all the same size and color. That's from the genetic selection that these guys do here every day.
And this is pumping oxygen even in that little bit of time. They're getting oxygen
Oh, they'd be
that time.
dead in no time. You can't imagine the density. Plus they're hyperventilating now because they're not sure exactly what's happening.
Up on the hill in an outdoor greenhouse-like structure, the fish are tended to until they reach a certain size. The final growing area for the tilapia is here in this dark sauna-like setting.
We have 42 tanks in here. So if you'll go down through, the math is reasonably simple. Here's what throws the curve in that. When we stock this tank, we put exactly 2 times as much numbers in there. And when they reach a certain weight, we take half that weight and put it in another tank. It's better water utilization.
Okay.
But everything's weight back here now, remember that. So we put them in there, they get to a certain weight, we take half that weight, put it in another tank. Nothing here ever stops, ever. We work around the clock, people in here 24 hours a day, nothing ever stops, it's perpetual motion. My guys that work back here every day know as much or more about fish than a college professor would know. So they are watching these fish all the time, and they learn how to talk fish. When something is wrong, they give you a signal. Sometimes the water color changes slightly. They can do that. They'll secrete something. That's a sign that something is wrong. They'll slow down. Their swimming pattern will change. They'll slow down on eating. All of those are signals. So we jump in and start checking water quality, things beyond our normal, to run this down, and knock on wood, we've not had a loss of a tank of fish in this building since 1994.
About how long are they in here before they get shipped out?
They're in this room back here for about 5 months, 5.5 months
Okay.
total.
Now,
Now that's improving each generation. If we could get this down to 4 months back here, that's a whole nother crop a year where you can see how that adds up, and I'm in the same space. So that's what we're striving for with our genetic program.
well, it does feel like a sauna in here, a little bit like the Bat Cave.
That's exactly right. But in the summer, it's hot, but the humidity's gone because the air's turning over with a vent outside. These fish will die at 60 degrees. So in here, they stay right at 90 all the time.
And they seem to be very happy at 90.
It's amazing. I mean, there's zero stress. They don't know they're supposed to be afraid of anything. When the racetrack starts up their cars, they don't like that. They all jump. But then as soon as it becomes constant, the noise constant, then they're okay. Again, it's the surprise that they don't like.
That's interesting that they can actually sense that in here, because it seems noisy in here to me with everything running.
No, they don't hear the noise, they feel it.
And they get fed automatically by these droppers drop when?
Every hour. They
Your
are
feeders
automated.
are
Right.
automated?
This actually came to us from the hog industry and poultry industry.
Sure.
Because there wasn't any feed thing for fish. It goes all the way around the building and back. It's going to drop in here again in just a second. No, it spreads out immediately and covers the tank. But again, only about probably 25% of these guys eat at any given time. The next bunch, if you notice the swimming pattern that they've developed, they stay in that. Every tank develops it. And when the next group is hungry, they just shift positions and the hungry guys get under the feeders. You can see them coming down. We had no idea that the fish would create their own heat. Nobody knew this because they'd never done this. But we feed 20,000 pounds of feed a day here. So that's a huge amount of energy when you convert that through that fish. Well, you see all this activity, it's like this all the time.
The water in these tanks recirculates constantly. All solids and ammonia are removed, and oxygen and ozone are injected before it returns to the tank.
We did a lot of the pioneering for Epcot here in ozone. We did a lot of research on ozone here.
When they reach optimum weight, the tilapia are shipped in large tanks with a constant flow of oxygen. Each truck carries 10 tanks and holds 15,000 pounds of live fish. Well, you're doing something right, because you're shipping out a lot of fish every day, a lot of healthy, beautiful fish every day.
They are, to see our fish on the street in New York or Washington or Boston or Toronto, they sell before everybody else. You can clearly see our fish.
That does it for our show this week. Have a great week, everyone. I'm Amy Rocher for Virginia Farming.
This program is brought to you by the Virginia Farm Bureau. From apples to zucchini, Virginia farmers work hard to put food on your table. And Farm Bureau works year-round to help farmers and all Virginians. Farming, it's all good. To learn more, go to vafarmbureau.org.
Polaris, offering its hardest working, smoothest riding off-road ATVs, led by the rugged, more powerful Sportsman 850 HO. Hunt, farm, or trail, Polaris has the Sportsman ATV you want at Polaris.com.
Brought to you by Farm Family. Life, auto, business, farm. Nancy Asher, stable owner, visionary, agent of change. Another personal story on farmfamilypeople.com. Farm Family, the people you know. Join Virginia Farming on Facebook. Get updates throughout the week on topics that matter to Virginia farmers and consumers. Share your thoughts and ideas with us and stay connected with agriculture in the Commonwealth. Find us and like us. Virginia Farming on Facebook. We'll see you there.